Y'all, when we are insecurely attached, we don't de-escalate in a controlled way. We try to press the emergency stop button to eliminate the distress completely and immediately. Hey y'all, welcome to Boundaries and Grace. My name is Taylor Chandler. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, helping you break negative relationship patterns by shifting your attachment style. When we are insecurely attached, we manage triggers by pressing the emergency stop button. When was the last time you've been on a treadmill? It's been a while. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. That's all. I just wanted to know. But you might remember, think hard now. Think hard. Okay, there's an emergency stop button. You know, there's a start button, there's a stop button, and there's an emergency stop button. Okay? The emergency stop doesn't ask you any questions. It's just when you hit that latch, it's not asking you, are you sure? That thing is coming to a complete stop. It's assuming that you are in distress, right? That's why, because otherwise you would be walking it down, right? Let's say you were at 8 miles per hour. Some of y'all like, what? Yeah, 8 miles per hour. And then you might drop it down to like a 4, a 3, a 2. You walk it down, or you press the little cool down button and it brings you down on purpose. But an emergency stop is for distress. Something's wrong. Something's happened. I need this treadmill. I need it to stop right now. Y'all, when we are insecurely attached, we don't de-escalate in a controlled way. We try to press the emergency stop button to eliminate the distress completely and immediately. If I'm running at 7 miles per hour and I click the emergency stop button, I shouldn't have been running at 7 miles per hour. I have misjudged myself. I was doing too much. If I'm in such distress, or maybe I can be at that 7 miles per hour, but I become panicked. Come on. I become panicked. And I was doing okay until I started to think about the stress, and I started to sweat, and I started to feel myself breathing a little bit different. And I think I need to stop this right now. And I'm in a panic. I have the capacity, but mentally and emotionally, I'm in distress. Physically, I could do it, but mentally and emotionally, I'm in distress. I needed the emergency stop button. Stop this completely and immediately. So y'all, when we are insecurely attached, y'all are following good. When we are insecurely attached, we're hitting that emergency stop button to eliminate the threat. So if I'm an anxious, preoccupied person and I'm triggered by space, my emergency stop button is what? I'm triggered by space. My emergency stop is contact. I just need contact. How many of y'all have been anxious, preoccupied before, or you are right now, and it took them forever to respond? But when they did, it felt like what? Felt like relief. They still the same, emotionally immature or unavailable person, but I just needed that response. And suddenly I feel relief. Suddenly I can focus on work. Suddenly I can eat again. Suddenly I can sleep. Okay? So my emergency stop is contact. The anxious, preoccupied type will bulldoze in. They'll send texts, phone calls, pull up. Now, everybody got a little different brand of how they like to do it, okay? So somebody said pop up. Y'all be popping up, uninvited. Matter of fact, they said don't come, okay? And here you go. You calling people's jobs, moms, best friends. You doing all kinds of stuff. LinkedIn, okay? You've been blocked on the Instagram and the TikToks and all kinds of stuff. And now you searching LinkedIn. Your burner accounts. Come on, y'all. Yeah, LinkedIn. You'd be surprised. Okay. You'd be surprised what some people will do. But this is that anxious avoidant loop. The anxious preoccupied person is triggered by the dismissive avoiding, and the avoidant is triggered by the anxious preoccupied type coming to get them. So they end up is a cat and mouse game of the worst type. And both are trying to eliminate the threat. The avoidant is trying to eliminate it by getting away from you. The anxious type is trying to eliminate it by coming towards you. Okay? Yes, it's a constant cycle until there's attention and intervention. So the dismissive avoidant type is triggered by closeness. Their emergency stop is space. They're parachuting out that thing. Okay, they're jumping ship. What does that look like practically, y'all? Anybody in the comments? Yeah, Byron. Yep, that's on my list. Blocking you. Ghosting, yes. Silence. I'm there. So the anxious preoccupied type is blowing phones up. Okay. Not so they're and the dismissive avoidant type is not responding.